Hi everybody. Yesterday morning as I was going on my walk down through the gravel pits around Breslau, I came up to this tree that has been in probably some of the scenes that you've seen over the months of me doing these video encouragements. But it just stuck out to me all the more prominently today because it is a huge tree. It's not an oak tree, but it is a very large tree, and again, I'm not exactly sure what kind of tree it is. I just know that it's not an oak tree because it doesn't have the oak leaves. Suffice to say that in the images that you're watching, you'll be able to see that this is a tree that has stood the test of time. It has been there for a long time. It has grown enormously. And there's a lot of factors around that. One, it sits in a low part of the field where whenever it rains, water seems to gather right in that particular area. And so it gets lots of nourishment. The second thing is it only has itself in that area along with the crops that are growing. And so for years and years, it has had really no competition around it. And so it has grown huge and large. And as I was walking towards the tree and began to film it, it reminded me of a passage of scripture from Isaiah chapter 61, verses 1 to 3. And here the prophet Isaiah says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me, for the Lord has anointed me to bring good news to the poor. He has sent me to comfort the brokenhearted, to proclaim that captives will be released and prisoners will be set free. He has sent me to tell those who mourn that the time of the Lord's favor has come, and with it the day of God's anger against their enemies. To all who mourn in Israel, he will give a crown of beauty for ashes, a joyous blessing instead of mourning, a festive praise instead of despair. In their righteousness they will be like great oaks that the Lord has planted for his own glory." I like that last point, that last part of the verse 3 where it says, "In their righteousness they will be like the great oaks," the mighty oaks, some translations say, that the Lord has planted for his own glory. And for me, looking at this tree, and whenever I do get an opportunity to walk beside it and around it, I am consistently amazed at how it just extends its glory to anybody who sees it in the area, because it stands out as prominent and something that is significant. And this is what the Lord wants to encourage us with each and every day, that no matter what we are mourning, and it could be mourning over the loss of a loved one, it could be mourning because of the loss of connectivity and the ability to gather as a community of believers as we've been going through this COVID pandemic these last 5.5 months. But whatever the situation is, the encouragement of Christ is to say, to those who mourn, he wants to give us beauty instead of ashes. And so may this be an encouragement to you as you read through Isaiah chapter 61, the first 3 verses, and on. The whole chapter is awesome stuff in there. May you also recognize that God is building out of you, out of the ashes that we are grieving over. He's building strength and vitality. He's allowing our roots to grow deeper into him so that our beauty can stand to all those who see and view. God bless you, church. Hope you're having a great day.